Uh, I hope you are hearing me. Today I remembered to put a microphone. I hope it is a little bit loud. So tell me if you are hearing me better today. Yeah. So today I'm just doing a little chat. So let me know when you join live. Let me know when you join live and say where you are joining from. Say hello. Let me know of my audio if I am being heard clear and loud. Yeah. So I'll wait like for 2 minutes and then I will start as usual. So today is just a chat, but I'm excited, of course, about these lives. I love them. And the reason I am doing these lives, it is if you have started or if you are doing your inner work, if you are in your spiritual journey, in your awakening journey, so that you have a place where you can go and get some empowerment, get some encouragement, know how to navigate your journey, get some support, because I understand it is not everyone who is in a position probably to get a one-on-one guidance, but I do as much as I can so that even if somebody is not able like to have the one-on-one mentoring, like if they are consistent on like even following the videos, they can really get a lot. They can continue to ascend or to grow in their journey. My name is Mumbi Rachel. I am a divine alignment coach. I am a spiritual coach. I support people to come into alignment with their higher, with their best version, with their, say, their soul. So that is what I do. So if you are in a place where you are confused, you are stuck, where you want to expand your consciousness, where you want to go to the next level and you don't know how, that is what I do. I support. Hi Noah, I support people to come to that uh, version of them. So today I'm just doing a little bit chat on uh, the importance of doing inner work. And let me tell you, the people who you see like they are growing, they are expanding, they are um, ascending, they are not lazy. They are people who are doing inner work. They are people who are committed. Uh, Spiritual journey is not for people who are lazy. It is not for people who sit there waiting for manna. Manna, the biblical manna. The spiritual journey, it is for people who are really determined. So if you want to grow, if you want to expand, you have to keep on working on yourself. You don't have to be weary. When you feel weary, you have like to encourage yourself, like the way David said, like he encouraged himself. You have to look that part of you that will encourage you, because the spiritual journey is not for the lazy, the people who are succeeding, the people who are growing, the people who are expanding. They are not lazy people. So if you want to keep ascending in your spiritual journey, you have to keep on doing your inner work. Your inner work, I have said, it is something like your shadow self, working on your shadow, working on your inner child, working on your mother wound, on your father wound, working on your core beliefs, on your limiting beliefs, on your core wounds, working on all that. You have to be consistent in doing that. and to be determined, and even to decide that you want to come to the highest version of you. You have to make that decision. You have to make a decision that you are not going to stay limited, because why would you want to stay limited if there is a better version of you? Why do you have to live this lifetime in a lower version of you when there is a higher version of you available? It is like a waste of life. So, but to come to that other version of you, it will take you putting a little bit effort on your side. So the people who you see are who are succeeding, the people who are coming out of the 3D matrix, the people who you see that are coming to a life of happiness, a life of joy, they are not just sitting there and it is happening to them. There is something that they are doing. There are people who are wanting to know, like who are uh, wanting to know their belief, their limiting beliefs, and they are working on them, to come out of them. There are people who are interested in knowing what are the core wounds that they carry, and they are working on them. There are people who are working on your attachment styles. There are people who are working on their shadow side, integrating it in in their in their lives. There are people who are working on their limiting beliefs. There are people who are committed to bringing the best version out of them. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? So these are not lazy people. So if you are there and you are waiting for your life to change and there is nothing that you are doing, it might not change. It is the moment that you start putting that work. And sometimes I know we need support, especially if it is this spiritual journey. Most of the times we need support. So look for that support. Pray God to bring you that support, whatever you need, and you will get it. But also put an intention that you want support. If it is financial support you need so that you get that support, just put an intention to the universe, to God, or a prayer that you want support, and you will get it. It will be brought to you in one way or another. And when it comes, take advantage of it. But if you want to shift from one life or from one situation to another, I tell you, you have to put effort on your side. So, Muhammad, you're asking, what are you talking about? Yeah, I am talking about your spiritual journey. I am talking about the expansion of your soul, because we have a physical journey, which we have, all of us, but there is also a spiritual side of us where if you have not come to that, there is that part of us. There is a physical journey which we have, but there is also a spiritual journey, which is even the greater cause, which is even the greater thing, as you expansion of your soul. I have said it that you go to school like for your intellect, but also your soul or your spirit, it also needs to expand. Now that is what I am talking about, your spiritual journey, because when you are coming to your true being, when you start shifting to your true being, which your true being is the spirit side or the soul side, you will have to start like doing, it is like there is a blockage, or let me start it in another way. for you to shift from the physical, mental you to the spiritual you or to the soul you, you will have to clear blocks which are hindering you from to going to the spiritual you. So clearing of these blocks, it is what I am saying, that you have to do the inner work, because there are belief systems that are holding you, that are hindering you to coming to your other self or your higher self. Let me use the chart that I usually use. So for the one who is asking about what it is that I mean or I'm talking about, I am saying that most of the times when we are in this reality or this physical reality, what we call like that dimension, 3D, we are on this lower dense energy or frequency, this lower dense frequency. This is called the map, the Hawking's map of consciousness. It is customized, it is mine, but there is the original. You can Google it, Hawking's map of consciousness. Most of the times, like when we are born, we are living on these low energies. Those are the energies we live on most of the times. But when we start to work on ourselves and we remove things like guilt, like shame, like grief, like fear, like pride, we raise our energy, we raise our frequency. And when we raise our frequency, we come to the higher frequency, and that is the frequency of the soul. And that is our authentic version. And in this version, when we are on that higher vibration or in that higher frequency, because it is our true vibration, we find ourselves that we attract things like abundance, like our purpose, like aligned relationship, happiness, joy, all of those, they are in the high vibration. But as long as we are living in the lower vibrations, we can just attract what is aligned with our vibration. For example, if you have like apathy, that is like 50, a numeric value of 50, number 50, like if you're in victim mentality, thinking that things are happening to me, why is this happening? This always happens to me. That is a victim mindset. That is a very low frequency. So you will attract situations, relationships, environment, things in your life, your experiences, things that are matched to that energy, that frequency. But when you start to work on yourself, you work on your belief, you work on your core wounds, you work on your inner child, you work on all that, you raise your vibration become higher and higher, it become pure and pure. And the more pure it becomes, the more authentic you become, the more aligned you become, the more divinely aligned you become. And when you are divinely aligned, it is like you are in the rhythm, let's say in the rhythm of heaven, in the rhythm of God. You are aligned with God, you are aligned with your soul purpose, you are aligned with the right relationship, you are aligned with the right environment, like you become aligned. You are happy, you feel unconditionally loved because you are that unconditionally loved. You feel peace, you feel joy. That is all in the high vibration. But if you are not experiencing those high level emotions at a consistent basis, it means that you are in the lower vibration. So you should start working on yourself. And it will be best if you can know where is your range. Usually, where are you usually? Are you usually at anger? Are you usually in fear? Then you can start working higher and higher, you know, and that is exactly what I do to help uh, people shift from those lower vibration to the higher vibration, because that is also what I have done for myself. So that is what I mean. So what I mean is people who are living in this high vibration, who are living in happiness, who are living in their purpose, who are living in aligned life, who are living in the authentic version, they are doing something. These people, they are not lazy. They are doing something. There is something that they are doing daily to keep them aligned in that version. So if you want to come to that version, you have to start doing that. You have to start doing the inner work. You have to start, um, you have to make a decision that you want to live in your highest life version. You want to live in your authentic version. You have to make that decision. It is up to you to make that decision. Nobody can make it for you. You have to decide you want to live in your highest authentic version. And then from there, now you start doing the inner work. But most of the times, because even me, I could make that decision, but you don't know how, where to start or what to do. Now that is what I am saying, that you can start doing things like shadow work. You can start doing things like inner child work. You can start doing things like core wound healing, mother wound healing, father wound, all those things. They will help you. They will help you like to remove the dense, heavy energy that you carry, because that heavy, dense energy that you carry, it becomes your frequency. It becomes your vibration. Because if you are carrying the energy of guilt and shame, mm, and pride and whatever you are carrying, which it is not judgment, that becomes like your vibration. You'll be vibrating at that. You will see like sometimes you want something good, and even you can get it for one day because you can raise your vibration for one day, but then it will go. You cannot hold it for long. And that you have seen probably with people who win like lottery. They win a lot of money because sometimes they manage like to raise their energy, or for some reason they received a big lot of money, but they had not um, like put their body in a way that it can hold that money, so they will lose it. They will lose that money in a very short time. Why? It is because they cannot hold that energy. Their body cannot. Their body is still, or their system is still operating at a lower energy of lack, which is very low, and fear. So they have abundance. So it will be just like for 2 months and it is gone. It is that even a person, you can attract a good relationship maybe for 2 weeks, then you'll start like then your wounds will start rising, and you'll feel as if the person is cheating on you. You'll feel as if the person, you are not good enough. You'll start feeling insecure, and lo and behold, the person, like, he will say, no, this is not my type, and they will go. But it is your vibration, because it is not your fault. It is your vibration. But until you start to understand that it is you, it is not the other person. Now you come out of victim mindset, which is apathy. You stop to say that it is not the other. Now you take responsibility and you start asking, what is it in you? Now you start seeing, what beliefs do you carry? Probably you carry a belief that you are not lovable, you are not good enough. Like you can carry a belief that good people always go. So it is an energy in you. So it is that energy that is creating for you those experiences, because your energy will always create. So do you see? So until you start working on those belief system, and now you adapt a new healthy belief system, and until then, it is when now you can start attracting the right relationship, the right things in your life, and then you can start holding, like maintaining those things, because now your energy has calibrated to that of holding those things, like it is aligned. So sometimes it is, people will say it is the devil, it is what, but it is mostly, it is not the devil, because it is still creating a victim mindset when you say it is a devil, because you will never look at yourself and say what is it, because everything, it is just mirroring, it is just mirroring. Are you getting me? Yeah, I want you to teach me astro. I have not done astro projection, so I cannot really teach it, but I know it is there. But me personally, I have not done it. Yeah, I am just answering a question here. Let's investigate. Yeah, somebody is asking. Yeah, so I have not done it, but I know it is there, so I cannot teach that astro projection. But I know it is something that is there. Like, yeah. So what I am saying it is that people who are like growing spiritually, people who are expanding, they are doing something. And if you feel stuck, there is something that you are still not doing. It is not like a blame. It is like a challenge. There is something that you are not doing. And if you are not sure what you are not doing, just start pray. Pray and ask God, what is it that I'm supposed to do to get out of this situation, to get out of being stuck? And mostly, if you are stuck, it is because you are still doing the same things which are not bringing results. But mostly, do those inner work and be consistent. And if you want support on doing the inner work, if you want support in doing inner work, you can check where you can reach me. By the way, I have a good group, Alignment Sanctum, where you can join if you want to do mm, the inner work. If you want to do the inner work, if you want accountability, if you want like other support, if you want to be guided on doing it, see that you join the group. Only if you are serious about doing that inner work, because yeah, I know there are many people who would like to do the inner work, but they don't know how to start, or they don't have the support, they don't have the guidance. So you can check on that. That is why I have started that group. And before I was doing it in another platform, but now I have done it. And in fact, now I'm opening it to men and women, because before I was just doing it for women, but now it is for men and women, because I see like also men are also very interested in doing it. So if you like to do it, just do it. Just sign in the group, and yeah, and that is where you get the support. That is where you get the consistency, the guidance. So yeah, if you want to have consistency, if you want to have guidance, if you want to be in a space where people are doing it in that environment, check the group. Check the group, join, be among the first people to join the group, and see that really uh, consistency and accountability and knowing what to do, it really helps a lot. It really shifts. But if you are just wondering where to start doing inner child work, start doing inner child work, start doing mother wounds, core wounds, working on your belief system, working on your attachment style, all that. There are a lot of things, and you'll be consistent on doing it, and you will see that it is going to shift. It is going to shift you really completely. So um, that is it for today. I don't know if there is somebody with a question. I don't know if there is somebody with a question. If you have a question, just ask if you have a question. If there is anybody who has a question. Okay, okay. So if there is no one with a question, so we see you tomorrow. I will also do another live. And if you have uh, anything that you want me to teach about, just let me know. But I think maybe to next week I will continue on the science of getting rich. Then I will continue on inner work. I want to talk about balancing of the feminine and the masculine energies. I also want to talk about the inner child. I also want to talk about what else did I want to talk about? I want to talk about those things. So I'll be talking about those things soon. So just keep be checking. Maybe I might not do a live one day, but I'll surely do the next day. But almost every day I am doing lives. So just check. You'll see the replays, they are saved. So I wish you a blessed day. I wish you a blessed today where I am. It is Sunday. So if you have a Sunday, a blessed Sunday, a blessed night, whatever. And so see you. Bye bye.